Something unusual is happening at the biggest event of the PGA Tour's summer, and it's not because of anything happening on the golf course. The FedEx St. Jude Championship is built for a 70-man field. This week it tees off with 69. A player who rightfully earned his spot is dealing with an injury, and he simply isn't showing up. Nobody replaces him. There's no alternate list, no last-minute Monday qualifier stepping in. His slot just disappears, and his entire season ends without him ever swinging a club. That's the odd footnote sitting quietly underneath what's supposed to be the tour's marquee week. In a normal event, a withdrawal opens a door. Someone climbs off the waitlist, gets a call, scrambles to get a practice round in before Thursday. Not here. The FedEx Cup Playoffs field is locked entirely to the standings. If a qualified golfer doesn't play, the tournament simply runs shorthand. The tour has confirmed it directly. This year's St. Jude field sits at 69, not 70. So there are really three threads worth following this week. First, the player who qualified but isn't there. Second, the group of well-known names who never made the cutoff at all. And third, the roughly 20 golfers already on the ground in Memphis fighting for a number that will shape their entire next season. Start with the tournament itself. It runs August 13th through the 16th at TPC Southwind in Memphis, with a $20 million purse and 750 FedEx Cup points going to the winner. There's number 36 hole cut. Every golfer who tees off Thursday plays all 4 rounds. From here, the field narrows fast. Only the top 50 after this week move on to the BMW Championship at Bellerive Country Club in St. Louis, August 20th through 23rd. From there, only the top 30 advance to the Tour Championship at Eastlake in Atlanta. Here's the detail most casual viewers miss, and it's the one that actually matters most. Cracking the top 50 isn't just about reaching St. Louis, it locks in full exempt status for every signature event on the 2027 calendar, including the Players' Championship. That's 8 guaranteed starts in the sport's richest, deepest fields, secured before next season even begins. Fall short, and the backup plan is sponsor exemptions, essentially asking tournaments for a favor instead of earning your place. And that safety net is being phased out, remaining only through 2027 before it disappears for good. This isn't a one-year inconvenience for the players on the wrong side of the cutoff. It's structural. It's worth remembering how sharply this system has tightened. The postseason field used to include the top 125 players. That dropped to 70 starting in 2025, meaning 55 golfers who would have qualified under the old rules already done for the year. Now, about that empty spot. Daniel Berger finished the regular season 60th in points, well inside the cutoff. He qualified fair and square, then chose not to play, with the tour citing injury. Injury has been the defining story of his last few years. He missed nearly 2 full seasons with back problems, returned in 2024, made the playoffs in 2025 before withdrawing partway through the BMW Championship, and this year withdrew from the Wyndham Championship after barely competing since the Open. Sitting out this week earns him 0 points. And with no way to climb from 60th to the top 50 without playing, his 2026 postseason is effectively finished before it started, a brutal outcome for a 4-time tour winner with career earnings near $33 million. Then there's the group that never got the chance to sit out, because they never got in. Brooks Koepka is the biggest name. He left LIV Golf in December, citing family reasons, and rejoined the PGA Tour with no guarantees attached. Everything had to be owned. Across 15 starts, he managed just 1 top 10 finish, despite strong ball striking numbers. His putting was what dragged him down, ranking well outside the top 100 on tour. Needing roughly a solo 4th at the Wyndham Championship to squeeze in, he opened with 2 strong rounds before a rough Saturday buried him. He finished tied for 67th and didn't hold back afterward, calling his lack of results over the past 2 years pathetic for someone who believes he's still playing at an elite level. Jason Day's streak ended 18 straight years making the playoffs, gone after he missed the cut in Greensboro. He was candid about battling his body all season and admitted the run had to end sometime. Keegan Bradley, the sitting Ryder Cup captain, saw his own 15-year streak snap after a tie for 49th. Tony Finau missed the playoffs for the first time in his career. And Stephen Fisk delivered maybe the cruelest story of the bunch. He won a tour event in July, climbing into the low 60s in points, only to miss 3 straight cuts afterward and fall just outside the line at 71st. Others fell short too. Billy Horschel graded his own season an F after missing 10 cuts. Lucas Glover and Joel Darman missed out again, and a handful of players landed agonizingly close to the number. Meanwhile, 2 players surged in at the very end. Michael Brennan caught fire at SEDGEFIELD, closing with a 64-5 straight birdies to win by 3, which also punched his ticket to next year's Masters. And 21-year-old Jackson Koivun, just months removed from college golf, held the final spot all weekend and squeezed in with room to spare, needing only 6 professional starts to make the playoffs, the second fewest ever behind Tiger Woods. That contrast says it all. A tournament winner this season sits home at 71st, while a rookie with 6 starts gets in at 70th. As for the leaderboard heading into Memphis, Scottie Scheffler leads everyone with a nearly 800-point cushion, despite only 1 win all year against 5 runner-up finishes. Rory McIlroy starts outside the top 10 for the first time since 2021. Defending champion Tommy Fleetwood and title holder Justin Rose are both back, though no one has repeated as St. Jude champion since the format began. And keep an eye on Jordan Spieth, sitting just outside the cutoff at 54th, remarkably, the only player inside the top 70 without a single top 10 finish this year. He needs something close to a solo 23rd this week just to climb back into the picture. My pick to win it is Scheffler, simply because 5 near misses and a 4-round format with no cut feels like the recipe for him finally converting. And my pick to leap back into the top 50 is Spieth, a tough ask, but the reward of a fully exempt 2027 season is about as strong a motivator as golf offers. So that's where things stand, 69 players, 50 spots on the line, 4 rounds to sort it all out.